tonight on the agenda. We're here to discuss the new schedule for garbage pickup. With that said, I'll call the Commissioner of DPW to come to the mic.
Good evening. Thank you, Alderman. Good evening, Acting Council President Johnson, all council members. So basically, we've had our new mechanical arm garbage trucks for a while now. We've been trying them. They've been working terrific, really. It's very nice, very efficient. So our sanitation men have been finishing the routes early for all the wards, and it's taking us much longer to do the recyclables in there, because now, as I said before, everybody has a blue can, so everybody's recycling. Recycling is not very efficient right now because a lot of stuff is being shoved in there that doesn't belong there, and I know people mean well, and we're going to start an education campaign about what's recycling and what's not. We already put a lot of stuff on our website. There's going to be an app we're going to be sharing with Orange County that people can go and check what's recyclable, what is not, and so on and so forth. We'll get into that in the future meetings. But that's the main push we're going to be doing in there, just to clean up the recyclables, because right now it's costing us more money to get rid of the recyclables than what's costing us to get rid of our municipal solid waste, which is a sad state of affairs. But we expect the market to turn around at some point, and there's going to be value for the recyclables. So having said that in there, we would like, the idea came from our sanitation department, and I wanted to have some of them with me today, but one of them is under the weather, and the other guy, I don't know what happened to him. But they proposed this idea over to me, and I'm passing it on to you, and I support it 100%. As follows: the first ward, so as you know, we pick up, Monday morning we pick up the 4th ward. Tuesday morning we pick up the 2nd ward. Wednesday morning we pick up the 3rd ward, and then Thursday morning we pick up the 1st ward. Did I say them correctly? Yeah, thank you. So now what's the least disruptive and the most efficient way to do it is basically take the smallest ward, which is the 1st ward, which happens to be the last ward to be picked up on Thursday, cut it up into 3 pieces, divide that into sections that will be assigned to the other 2 wards, meaning 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. So the map before you in there, it says 1st A, 1st B, and 1st C. And it shows you where, like, 1st C is going to be part of the 4th ward. And I know it's faded pencil marks, some of them, because that's a copy of the map that we have. 1st B, it's going to be 1st A, is going to be part of the 2nd ward, and 1st B is going to be part of the 3rd ward. So this is what we're planning on doing, and you know, we'll open it for discussion with the chairman's permission and the council president. But that's basically what we're doing. And now, so what are we going to do with the regular recyclables in there? Well, the recyclables right now, it's taking us about day and 2 hours, sometimes day and 3 hours overtime, sometimes, you know, day and a half. And so what we're planning on doing is recyclables will become Thursday and Friday. So you put up your recyclables outside for Thursday and Friday. And if we can pick it up all in one Thursday, that's great. Then we can utilize the sanitation department for doing something else. Because when we pick up recyclables right now, we use 6 trucks. Theoretically, we should have only 5 trucks. So right now we have a cheating factor in there that's making us run a little bit more efficient with the 6 truck. But that 6 truck, sooner or later, is going to collapse. We're not going to be able to fix it. So we're going to be taking longer to do the recyclables, and that's why we're doing this. We have that option in there. Should we buy more trucks in the future? That's fine. Maybe we can finish it in one day. And now we go into the holidays. So when we have a holiday like what happened to us last week, we had to go on Saturday to pick up. So now we don't have to go on Saturday to pick up. We'll do most of the work on Friday. We'll pick up most of the city, and then we'll see what's left. And if we have to go Saturday, we can determine how many men do we have for Saturday. Do we need? Do we need the full 14? Because right now we bring 14, 15 men to go to pick up all the recyclables on Saturday. So this way you save a little bit on overtime. And the idea is not really, it's good to save on overtime all the time. We're looking for that. But we'll have much more efficient operation. We don't have just people running around, because at the end of the route right now, when you finish Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, we start scratching our heads. Okay, what can we do with these men? They came in early. By contract, they have to stay until 11 o'clock. By contract, they have to stay there and do work. So the deputies and the foremen are scrambling to try to find them some work and all that stuff. This way we can streamline the operation, and it's going to be much more efficient operation. So that's really where we are, and that's what we are proposing for you guys, for your thoughts, discussion. You don't have to vote on it tonight or anything like that. But ultimately, there's going to be a vote, I think, because it's in our chart, in our code, which word gets picked up when, and so on and so forth. So ultimately, it's going to be some council resolution. So with that being said, if you have any questions, if you want us to discuss anything, any ideas, by all means, we can.
My question to you, Commissioner, how soon are you willing to start this? Is it something you're going to practice over the time just to see how it works out before you actually implement it?
No, we gotta go full speed. We have to do major educational campaign to educate the people in the first ward. That's their ward is no longer one ward in there for as far as garbage is pick up. It's going to be different days. So if you live in section 1, first A, as an example, I have it marked in here, first A, you're going to have to wait for Tuesday morning to put it up. It's no longer Wednesday night to put it out for Thursday pickup. So that's the education we have to do. We have to be patient. We know some people are going to get confused about it the first few days. Some people don't follow our activities here in the council or our website or anything like that. So it's going to be some education, but we've done it with the mechanical arm. It's a great success. It took some time to get it implemented. It's been implemented very well. And the same thing, I expect there's going to be some education campaign for people to sink in, because they've been doing it forever. That you put your garbage out in the first ward Wednesday night to pick up Thursday morning. And to tell them, no, your area is going to be Tuesday. The other area is going to be Monday. The other area is going to be Sunday. So, whoa. So it's going to take some work. And I think we can do it. And the people, they're smart enough to realize the advantage of what we're doing, and they'll cooperate with us as always.
And that information is also going to be downloaded within Nixle, just to
Yes,
give people
absolutely.
a-
Absolutely. We'll send it over to Nexel messages, everything. All our means, channel 23, channel 20, and all that. All of them. Facebook, Middletown Facebook, they have some active followers, I think. I don't have Facebook, but I'm being told that people follow that too. So we'll put it in all our social media outlets as well.
So going forward, that doesn't mean no layoffs or anything like that. If we have extra time, everything should be fine.
No, the mayor committed that no layoffs.
Okay.
It's going to be by attrition, minimizing our sanitation staff. And we have plenty of work to go around, so it's not like,
Not lose their job or anything.
Yeah, no, the mayor committed to that, and I think you guys did too.
Okay. So just go.
So if there's a Monday holiday, it could still bump into Saturday overtime. What about like a Thanksgiving? How would you envision Thanksgiving Thursday working?
It's the same thing. It's going to be bumped just one day. The same thing. And
Saturday or into the next week?
it's Saturday.
Saturday,
Yeah. And we're having some issues with that because
I would think.
I think because for recyclables, we're trying to resolve this and plan for it. The landfill, the transfer station where they take our recyclables, they're going to be closed.
Right.
They don't follow our schedule. So it's a dilemma whether we come in late that day and go dump in the morning and so on and so forth, because we're going to pick up Saturday. We're not going to mess up our schedule. Or we're going to put it in containers. We're trying to figure all that out right now. Plan for it for Thanksgiving and for Christmas as well. Christmas is the same thing,
Right.
same dilemma. Saturday, the transfer station for Orange County is going to be closed. So we have no place to put the recyclables. If we don't have place to put the recyclables, then we can't pick up garbage in the morning. And they don't open till 7 o'clock. So we call them in at 3 o'clock, the usual, then what are we going to do?
Gotcha.
So we're working all this out right now, anticipating what's going to happen for Thanksgiving and for Christmas,
Okay, thank
for
you.
Saturday. Yeah.
Are we also planning if we have multiple trucks down, God forbid?
Yeah, if it happens, that happens to us every day. We deal with that and move on. It is what it is. If something breaks down, it breaks down. So we put more trucks. If we don't have more trucks, we'll just have to go into overtime. That's every day of our lives. We have to deal with that stuff.
All right, so I'm just gonna go around to see how everybody feel about this. Start with Alderman Witt.
Thank you. So I'm trying to look at this, and I'm sure that I know a lot has gone into this. It looks like the line here, it looks like Wickham Avenue is one of the main lines on this.
Right?
And then, is that Prince Street, the other line?
So I think it's Beatty Avenue.
Beatty Avenue, okay. Yeah, you're right, I can see that now,
Yeah.
Beatty, yep. From the
Beatty
turn.
Avenue and Wickham Avenue, basically, that is the dividing line.
So we're dividing this into 3 sections, Commissioner? Is
Yes,
that what-
sir.
Okay, so is one section, for lack of a better description, on the top of?
First A, we call it. First A.
there.
You see the letter A?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
First A will go into the second ward. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I mean, I'm not against doing this. I think I hope that we're really patient with our education process here.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I'm just trying to see, now that I see Beatty and I just, if it's easier, I don't know that, like, because Wisner is a natural sort of long line, but I'm sure the numbers dictate otherwise or whatever, but I don't know. I mean, as long as again, my thing would be to educate people because, and somehow, I mean, I appreciate the Nixle, I use it and everything, but I just feel like we really have to, because we have people who've probably been doing this the same night for 40 years. So that's my only thought, kind of broken and rambling, but I hope we just can take care of that part. But thank you for your work on this.
Yes, sir. That's a very good point, and that's what the chairman also, his concern is just the education, which is going to be on. But listen, we can do it. I mean, we've done it with the mechanical arms and before we used to, if you remember how we used to live in here, you have one can in there and you have a mountain of ShopRite, pyramid of ShopRite bags all the way around it. And that was our biggest problem with the crows and the wind and this and that. It's all gone. It's all gone. People are following the 1 can or 2 cans and that's it. Nothing outside.
When I get to you, you can mention that. Yes. Gee, I forgot. Alderman Green.
No, I mean, I think that, like you said, we've done this with mechanical arms and Lord knows what else we've gone through with education. It's just the process that we go through. I think it's intelligent. I think it's smart, especially if we are getting the recycling as we are, 2 days on the books for it. Sounds good to me, so I'm all for it.
Alderman Kleiner.
Well, I agree with the commissioner. With the city certainly has looked a lot better with the new system, with the new cans, even though education-wise, as you say, we see a lot of things in garbage that doesn't belong there still. We see a lot of things in recyclables that don't belong there. We see things where the lid can't close because it's piled 2 or 3 feet high. So that's been a difficult message to get out there, and I think we're still quite a ways away from the educational part of this. So my concern is that we not start it too soon, that once we decide that we give a long enough period to get the word out, social media, and if we have to do a mailing to every single resident or however we have to do it to inform people that this is what's going to happen, particularly in the first ward, because it's not going to change for the second, third, and fourth. So it's the educational part in the first ward. I'm sure Mr. Massey will have some suggestions on the first ward. Work with Kevin, and otherwise, I think it certainly makes sense. And we'll see on Thanksgiving, where we have Thursday and Friday as holidays, but that's a rare thing. And I think we'll be able to get around it, so let's move forward and see what we can do.
Thank you, Alderman. Alderman Mickelson?
Sorry. I've spoken to a number of the guys in sanitation about this, and this is what they're kind of hoping for. They're the Friday one day for citywide recycling with the uptick in recycling has been a gargantuan task for them, and they're just finding themselves putting an extraordinary long day in on Friday just to try to get it all collected. So this makes good sense. The mechanical arm trucks are working so well for garbage days that they are done with time to spare. So this is, clearly it's well thought out. Education-wise, the bulk of it is going to reside in your ward, Kevin. I understand that, but it means it's a smaller set of people who really need the most re-education. So I don't see it being, it's not like we have to do like a whole citywide campaign, so maybe we can get them a card they can throw on their fridge and make it super simple. But, just like with switching to this program, we learn and they learn as they go, and eventually we start enforcing it, and then you're really going to remember. But, I think what it's going to save us in overtime is enormous. So it just makes good sense to utilize our time better. So I think it's fun. Long time coming in. Good job.
Well said. And I also had the opportunity to speak with some of the drivers also, and they're behind this project. Alderman Tobin.
Yeah, my main concern is just the garbage getting picked up. It sounds like it's going to be more efficient, so that's fine. And, I remember we didn't have weekly recycling a while back, so, this is a good problem to have, as far as the planet, that everybody's recycling. I do agree with the education piece, the wish cycling, or, they should follow the when in doubt, throw it out kind of method. And I was thinking maybe a fridge magnet would be good, or maybe put stickers on the carts, color-coded, like your Monday, your Tuesday, just in the beginning. The sticker wouldn't last forever, but at least they would know that your section's being picked up on whatever day. So, sounds good to me.
It's a great idea. And we could start with the mailing, apparently with the water bill. Could insert that in there, so
Yeah,
they'll get the
absolutely.
information there. Yeah.
Absolutely. Once we get your blessings, then we'll start organizing all this logistics of it and contacting people and so on and so forth, and we'll get going. So, but the education, again, just to emphasize this, it's going to be citywide, because, for me too, all of us, we're going to be putting out our recyclables now, not for Thursday night. We're going to put it Wednesday night, citywide, for us to pick it up. So it's,
And all you need is one person to put in the wrong day, and everybody just follows.
Well, yeah, in the neighborhood.
Because I see it in my own neighborhood,
Yeah. So it's all, education. I agree with you. And so far, I appreciate all the support you guys are giving us. And also, part of the problem, too, is just people, for some reason, sanitation doesn't want to come out on Saturday. Because people have changed. Before, they were dying to come out on Saturday and to get every minute of overtime. Now they don't want to come out on Saturday, and they want to enjoy their Saturday. So
That's right.
I can't say I blame them, but we have to carry the bag. Other departments will have to come out then, because garbage has to be picked up, recyclables have to be picked up, and it's really the sanitation department job to do it, not the water and not the street and not anybody else. So that's where we are. We think this is going to help the situation. The guys we're enthusiastic about it. I hope they don't have second thoughts, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I think it's going to be great for the city to move forward with that, and I think it's going to be a good outcome.
Okay.
All right? Anyone else?
So you want to proceed forward with the resolution for,
For
not
sure.
tonight?
Not, yeah,
And-
for
and
sure.
not
Yes,
tonight,
correct,
but
correct. I
if
mean,
that's-
we're missing some pieces.
that the
there.
concession?
Alderman Massey, the mayor,
Yeah.
council president is missing, so once we have everyone on board, we can really move forward.
So what, you want to set another meeting time for DPW committee? What's the next step?
I think that would be the best thing to have everybody on
Another,
board.
another
Another
DPW
meeting,
committee?
Correct, correct. Just to see what Alderman Massey and the mayor and common council president had to say.
I checked with the mayor. He said he's okay of not being here tonight.
Okay, yeah. But
All right.
what do you guys think? Should we go another meeting? Just to see, just,
I
Think we
think as
good?
long as, I mean, I hear your worry, like, we could all make this decision, and they could be like, oh, no, we want to change all this, and then you're back to square one. But
Correct.
if you know that they're on board, then I'd say move forward.
They have to go to legislative committee if it's on the, if it's on our code.
What is it now?
Would it have to go to legislative committee if it's code change?
It's either legislative or DPW. I mean,
It had to go through
Correct.
legislative.
No, but it's like when you do a stop sign, it doesn't have to go through both committees.
yeah, it doesn't,
yeah. Yeah, my only concern is Alderman Massey's not here and the common council president is not here. I'd like to have everyone on board just to see if they have any ideas, any more discussions, and then to move forward. But Alderman Klein, okay?
I think it might be a good idea to have another meeting just to get more specifics on the timing, on how we're going to notify people and when we plan to put it in effect. I mean, before it comes to the council as a resolution, it would be good, and we'll get the mayor and the council president, Mr. Massey's, since he's the other first ward alderman, get their input on it. We know the mayor's in favor of it in general, but it wouldn't hurt, I don't think, to have another meeting with the specifics, with it more specifically laid out in terms of when we think we're going to start it and exactly how we're going to let people know and how much time we'll give them between letting them know and before it actually happens. What's our start date? So I think that wouldn't hurt.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Commissioner. It's now 7:22, and Public Works Committee is now adjourned. Thank you.